Welcome to our day 5 of our 5 common issues with Excel. So just to recap on what we've done previously, we talked about watching to make sure the ribbon hasn't greyed out when you're entering the data. On day 2 we talked about using the correct mouse pointer for the correct task. On day 3 we talked about using the enter key when you finished a formula. Day 4 we talked about using the equals rather than the auto sum button. And today we're going to talk about making your data a table. The key thing here, I've got 2 examples. The top example you'll see has a lot of blank rows and blank columns, and this is a real problem to Excel because it doesn't understand where the data belongs to the headings. If I add extra data, it doesn't necessarily include it, and when I do filters or sorting, I have to make sure I have to select the data to make sure it's all included. So the second example is much more efficient. The data is all stored compactly, there's no blank rows, no blank columns, and finally I've made it a table. So let's just go over to Excel and show you how to do that. So I would start by deleting any blank rows and any blank columns. And that column E is obviously a blank because the data is in D, it's not in E, there's nothing in column E. So I'm going to delete column E. Okay. Now to make my data a table, I'm going to click on the data. Along the ribbon, choose Format as Table, and then I'm going to choose a colour. And then I'm going to choose, make sure my data has headers is ticked, and choose OK. As you'll see, it'll do several things there. It's applied colour coding to all my table, it's applied filters automatically, and the table will grow. So when I add data, that data is automatically included in my table. Give it a go. Tidy up your data, make it into a table, and everything will work much more efficiently. And if you do any of the intermediate advanced stuff in Excel, these tables, they start to be so useful because they mean everything starts to update dynamically.